Stop losing sales because of price. You cannot compete on price. If you have premium products and services, you cannot compete on price. If you try to compete on price, you're going to lose profit. You're going to make less money. You're going to hurt your business. You're going to hurt your reputation and even your credibility. If you're trying to build a brand, a personal brand or a business brand, and you keep competing on price, you will not build the brand you want unless you don't sell good products and you don't sell good services. So the only thing you can do is compete on price. But if you really have good products and good services, you should not and you cannot compete on price. Here's what you do. You avoid the price discussion altogether. You have to know how or learn how to conduct the conversation with your clients. Since the very beginning with the marketing, everything you're communicating with your marketing. And once you get in contact with your prospect, with your possible client, right? Try to avoid any conversation about price, but not just deviating from that, not hiding from that, but avoiding by focusing on value. I know it sounds like cliche, everybody talks about it, but do you know how to do it? Because it doesn't matter if you say, I already know that. Are you doing it? A lot of people I serve, they say, I know that. I know I have to focus on price. But when I watch them going through conversation with their clients, they talk about price. They let themselves be trapped by the price discussion. The maximum they go is, oh, the regular price was 10,000, but I can do this for you for 7,000. But the real value is 10,000. No, the value is not 10,000. The value is not the regular price before you give the discount. This is not the value. This is the regular normal price. What is really the value? Do you really know how to conduct conversations based on value? Do you really know how to do that? For instance, if someone comes to you and say, listen, I want to buy this construction equipment for you. I want to buy this special equipment so I can load my trucks in my company. What is the value of that? The first thing you should ask, why do you want this equipment? Because I can load my trucks faster. How faster? I don't know. Nowadays, I load like one truck every hour. I can load maybe faster than that. Okay, how do you load your trucks now? So I understand how they load their trucks, right? And why it's taking 1 hour to load a truck. Then I see what I can offer. If I'm offering equipments to load trucks, right? Now I prove to them, I really understand their operations and how big is the truck and everything. And let's say I come to the conclusion that with my equipment, they can load 4 trucks in 1 hour. Instead of one truck, 4 trucks. Then I'm going to ask them, okay, this load in your truck, for how much do you sell that load? Why do you need to know that? Just tell me. I'm going to help you understand why this is important. They say, okay, I sell this load for $10,000. Okay, so you take 1 hour to load one truck, then you sell for $10,000. If you could load more trucks, so faster, would you be able to sell all that load? Yes. Okay, so with my equipment, you're going to load 4 trucks in 1 hour. So instead of selling $10,000, you're going to sell $40,000. And if you do that every day, so it's $30,000 more per hour, right? So 8 hours a day, 30,000 multiplied by 8 hours is $240,000 extra a day. In 10 days, 2.4 million. In 20 days, $4.8 million. In 1 year, more than $50 million more. That's the value of selling that equipment to load trucks. So do you really know how to help your clients see the value of your solution? That's the main question here. Are you training and preparing your sales teams to really be able to have this value conversations? Not regular price and discounted price, but really value compared to price. Because this is as simple as it gets. If your client sees that your value, the value you provide with your solution, it can be a product or a service, it doesn't matter. If your clients see that the value you provide is much bigger than the price they're paying, you got a deal without talking discount. It's not necessary to give discounts if the value is much, much higher than the price. So my question for you is, are you really prepared to discuss value and conduct the entire conversation, the entire negotiation based on value, not price? Are you prepared to overcome objections of price, showing your clients that you don't need to give them discounts because they're getting value much bigger than the price difference comparing to your competitors? Think about this. The world is getting more and more competitive, all right? More and more competitive. If you don't learn how to build value during negotiations, if you don't learn how to conduct conversations based on value, real, true value that your products or services deliver to your clients, you don't stand a chance when competing with people that are focusing on price. Unless you don't care about quality, you don't care about really serving your clients. But if you care about quality, if you care about offering quality products, quality services to your clients, you need to learn how to build conversations based on value so you don't have to go into the trap of discussing price anymore. Okay? When you are confronted with price and a client of yours asking for a discount, if you really know how to build value in every conversation, you can say, listen, I'm not very good at giving discounts. I'm very good at giving results. If you want results that exceed this price difference, if you want results that give you much more value than the price you're paying, if you want results that can really transform your organizations or your life, I can help you with that. If you want to talk results, if you want to talk real value added to your operation, I can help you with that. Just give me a few minutes and I will prove to you that even paying more for my product or services, you will get much more profit. You get much more results than if you go with my competitor. That's the kind of conversation you want to have with your clients. Think about that. Are you prepared to have those kinds of conversations? Do you want to be prepared? Listen, I've been helping companies for 29 years now, since 1996. And even before that, as an executive, I was always preparing my conversations to be based on value. When I became a consultant and business growth advisor in 1996, I started helping hundreds of companies and hundreds of thousands of professionals to really base their conversations on value, not price, right? And that changed the lives and operations of many, many, many of my clients. Some of my clients were making like $30 million. Now they make like $200 million. One of my clients were making $350 million every year. Now they make $3 billion every year, just because they learn how to negotiate based on value, not price. Just because they had this urgency of investing in training their teams and preparing their teams to be able to conduct conversations based on value, not price. That can change everything. Stop losing sales because of price. Start selling more because of value. You can sell much more and faster with higher profit margins if you learn how to have conversations based on value, not price. So how much more could you sell? Think about that. If you sell $100 million right now, if you could teach your sales teams to overcome every objection of price, to avoid objections of price, and to really lead conversations based on value, how much more do you think you could sell? 20%? We're talking about $20 million more in revenue every year for you if you sell $100 million. If you sell 1 billion, think about it, $200 million more. If you sell 1 million, it's at least $200,000 more. If you only grow 20%. If you only grow 20%. I have clients who grew like 127%. Some grew 300%. Some grew 1900% when they learn how to have conversations based on value instead of price. So if you want more help with that, come talk to me. Come talk to me, okay? I can help you with that. All right? And you're going to see that every dollar you invest training your people to learn how to sell value will give you return on investment for the rest of your life, for the rest of your operation. And if you're listening, if you're watching this video or listening to this message, and you are a sales professional, you are in charge of your own revenue, your own income. Think about that. How much more money could you make if you could overcome every price objection in your way? If you could avoid this price discussion and you could justify the value of your services, how much more money could you make? How much more deals could you close if you didn't have to lose sales because of price? Every penny you invest in your personal development, in your professional evolution, gives you return for the rest of your life. If you're a business owner, if you're a leader and you invest in your team, they're going to make much more money for you with less effort, faster, if they learn how to discuss value, if they know how to build value in every conversation. So you can test me, okay? Bring to me your real case in a free consultation call with me if you want. I don't care. Bring to me your situation, the kind of client you serve, what kind of objection you face. You can test me. Schedule a call with me and test me for free. Schedule a call with me. You're going to see by the end of this call that you need to hire me to train your team. You need to hire me to be your mentor and help you sell value. I'm going to give you this call, free call. Just schedule a call and test me. Bring me the worst case scenario. Bring me the most challenging client situation, negotiation situation you have. Bring me that and test me during that call. Okay? Present me with the facts, with the challenge, and I'm going to show you a way to overcome that challenge and to sell value and close the deal. By the end of this call with me, you're not going to pay for this call, but by the end of this call, I guarantee you, you're going to want to work with me because you're going to see how much more you can accomplish if you learn and master the art and science of selling value. I'm Fabio Marques. I'm waiting for your call. Schedule a call with me as fast as you can, because when you do it, you're going to see a different world. You're going to have a different perspective, and you're going to learn how you can sell much more with less effort, faster, and with total integrity, without having to lie, without having to hide anything, being 100% transparent and honest with your potential clients. You're going to make much more deals. And if you already have clients, even better. Because if they already know you, they already trust you, they already have a perception of value from you, you can amplify that and sell much more. You can upsell, you can cross-sell, you can really amplify your impact by learning how to sell based on value, not price. Talk to you soon. Feel free to schedule a call with me, a complimentary call, and after that call, you decide what you want to do with that information, okay? I'm Fabio Marques, and I wish you health and wealth always. Talk to you soon.